Hello, this is David Johanns from Home with Johanns, and it's time for your May market report because I know you're dying to know what is happening in real estate, everybody's favorite conversation. Of course, a lot has changed. We're looking at a market shift right now. I'm coming to you from Canada Tower, downtown Toronto. I'm actually occasionally in an office, and I'll give you a beautiful view of my view. So that's what we're going to be talking about, housing out there. So what is happening in the world of real estate? So of course, as I mentioned, there's a market shift, and that the liberal government's plan of cooling the housing market seems to be taking effect. The Bank of Canada, of course, raised their interest rates, and we are now seeing the effect of that. There is actually talk of more interest rate hikes as they want to cool inflation and, of course, the housing market. So looking at new listings, down significantly. These are year over year, so Toronto Real Estate Board collects all the data from the previous month. So this is what the data that was collected in April. So if we look at what happened, we're seeing a decrease in new listings of a significant amount from last year, 11.7%. And if we look at the average selling price, it's actually, in spite of the interest rate increase, it's still up 15% from last year. However, if you take a look at what from last month, it's down 6.4%. Let me just move that there so you can see my beautiful face. So the average price last month, was 1.285. This is for all of the GTA, all housing types. It's now 1.2, so it's gone down roughly $83,000. That's a significant amount. The thing is, a lot of people are saying, and I have to agree with this, even though the interest rates are going up, we're still facing a real inventory shortage. There's a shortage of supply, and there's a lot of buyers out there. Many buyers have taken their foot off the gas pedal, and they're sitting back. And what a lot of sellers have done, actually, they're trying to hedge their bets and saying, boy, I want to sell my property before interest rates go up even more and prices go down. So we are seeing a slight increase in inventory in some neighborhoods. Just remember that every neighborhood is very, there's microeconomies out there. There's some neighborhoods that we're actually still seeing multiple offers. So my favorite number here is always the sales to new listing ratio. It is, it's now very much finally a buyer's market in the GTA. So if you're a buyer out there, now's a chance to, even though you're hesitant about interest rates, this is a good time to take a look at your objective of buying a property, because multiple offers have suddenly disappeared, competing offers in overall. So it's at 43%. I always say a balanced market, so it still balances between 40 and 60%. Anything above 60% is a seller's market. So last month, a year ago, it was a seller's market. Now at 43%, it's a buyer's market. So this is basically the absorption rate. How many listings are absorbed by the market? And so because of this, we're definitely going to see longer days on market. And actually, it's the same, 14 days on market year over year. However, if we look at compared to last month, we are now seeing houses stay on the market for a longer period of time because the bidding wars have ended. A lot of seller agents now are no longer doing a hold back on offers because that's not working right now in this market dynamic. A good listing agent is always going to respond to the market, and just remember, if you are planning on selling your home, it's the list price that is, we always say, is 98% of the market. Even though we saw it was a seller's market, there were sellers that were not really realistic in their selling prices, and those homes stayed on the market past the average days on market period. So, and I always tell my buyers, depending on the motivation of the seller, that is, those properties that you see above average days on market are worth going after and negotiating on. So total residential transactions, wow, down significantly, minus 41.2% from last year. And that, of course, a reflection of the interest rate increase and the fear of more interest rate increase. So for those buyers that were saying, or those individuals saying, I'm going to wait until the market crashes, home price index going all the way back to 2013, it has been going steadily up. And even with the interest rate increase, it's projected to continue to go up. So this is always my favorite thing to look at, exactly what's happening in the 416 area code. So if we look at the average price of a detached home, close to $2 million in the 416 area code. A semi is at 1.5, a townhouse is at just over $1 million, and a condo is at 820,000. So what does that reflect in percent changes? Overall, everything has gone up year over year about 15%. So let me just go to my I'm doing so if hope that helps and gives you some information. If you would like more information about your specific market, your neighborhood, I'd love to I could present that to you as well. If you're considering of buying or selling, I would love to earn your business and your trust and work with you. And don't forget, you're in good hands with Johanns. What do I offer when I'm selling your house? Staging, photography, virtual tour, video, lots of social media, custom website, and of course, my hard work. So hope to hear from you. Please share this. And finally, we got some sunshine. Enjoy this beautiful spring weather. Of course, I'm working like crazy getting my boat launched for spring, which was supposed to be happening next week, but the cranes are on strike. Crazy. So, and oh yeah, lastly, happy Mother's Day. Don't forget, it's Mother's Day this Sunday. Goodbye.